Hello, and welcome to my Subathon. Will you give me money? Gee, thanks. Whoa, the timer went up. Will you give me money? I'm going to bed now. Time to sleep. Hey, the timer is over. Why didn't you give me money? Give me money.
Thank God. It's just a dream. Hi. What's going on, chumpers? I just got done holding a 30-year-old man hostage. And now he doesn't have to worry about rent this month. A subathon, to 99.7% of the population, sounds like something strange from your parents' college days that your uncle brings up once at dinner, and it's never spoken of again. However, to that 0.3% of the population, it's that thing Ludwig did. The first subathon, while merely up to speculation, was actually done by BoxBox, a famous League of Legends and teamfight tactics streamer.
Did you guys know I invented the Subathon? It's a totally random fun fact. In like 2015, I think I did the first ever Subathon. I custom made a bot that would make a timer increase every time someone subscribed or donated money. It was like called a subscriber marathon or something like that. It had like a ratchet name.
Thanks, BoxBox. Also, please don't say ratchet, that's mean. The concept is simple enough. A content creator starts a live stream with a set minimum time, and through paid subscriptions, that timer increases. As the idea evolved, creators would start to incentivize their viewers to pay for more subscribers by creating sub-goals, such as wearing a maid dress, or wearing a maid dress, or wearing a maid dress, or even going as far as to wearing a maid dress. When the timer hits 0, the stream ends. And off-screen, the creator gets shot in the back of the head. They don't do that. Yet. Going forward, subathons would not reach their peak popularity until April of 2021, when Ludwig had a wet dream in front of 40,000 people.
I know we're getting emotional, but I never said this on stream. I had a wet dream in that car's bed during the subathon. Dead ass. That's what happens when you spend a month in front of a goddamn camera.
Shout out to Cum, that shit is so funny. After Ludwig's subathon, where he grossed $1.4 million before taxes and charity and paying off mods, what a good guy.
Oh, I splooged in my pants.
Hundreds of creators took off with their own stream marathon adventures, such as PointCrow, who did a subathon randomizer, which meant that subscriptions would have a randomized time added to the timer, or Jaiden Animations, who did a much more structured format to the subathon idea. My personal favorite spin-off of subathon culture is donating to climate change. For every $5, another duckling is allowed to be drenched in BP oil for another 10 seconds on Earth. Money well spent. You drown, little duckling. You drown in crude oil. But what is it about these events that garners such a large audience? All Ludwig did was mess around, play the same games, made dinner, bought a race car bed, slept in it for half the time, and now he has a New York Times article about him. Well, for starters, it is insane. If you genuinely think it's reasonable for somebody to broadcast their every waking and resting moment of their life, I got news for you, pal. Beat it, Buster. Cool beans. I'm sorry, I got caught up in my white people vernacular. It is truly a test of humanity's limits, begging the question, is someone watching me at my most vulnerable moments? And immediately knowing the answer, yeah, it's this fucked up 14-year-old named Clarence who just told his Fortnite duo he was gonna die a tragic death in real life. Now, turning the idea on its head, is it ethical to partake in watching and supporting a subathon? And no, I'm not asking, is it okay to give money to the person who already has money? If you really want to argue that, just don't fucking watch the thing. I don't know, dude. Why buy a movie ticket? Disney's just gonna spend that money on anti-LGBTQ legislation. Like, get out of my face. But I want to pose a hypothetical, and I want to see if you feel okay with this, if you're comfortable with this idea. If I put you inside a box, stay with me, and I asked to watch you 24/7 as long as I paid you a pretty decent chunk of change, would you take the offer? Obviously, I can turn away, close my eyes when you need to shower, or when you need to clear out those Dorito crumbs that have been accumulating in your small intestine. But the moments that you feel stressed, or upset, or you feel like it would just be best for you to be alone, can I watch you? Why the fuck would I wanna? That's weird. Weirdo. Who wants to do that? Freak. That hypothetical doesn't really encapsulate what a subathon is all about. Viewers aren't paying to watch PointCrow play Peggle for 80 of the 564 hours he was live. Jesus Christ. No one should ever play that much Peggle. That makes me want to put PointCrow in a box, but I don't want to watch him, I just want to rattle some sense into him. You know? Viewers want to watch a subathon for the end of the stream. While it seems like a backwards concept, people will literally pay for a subathon to go just a little bit longer so that they can be off work when the subathon ends and they can actually sit down and watch it. Subathons turned out to be just a huge FOMO fest. And while you can always watch highlights and recap videos, nothing really tops the feeling of being there for the never-ending stream.
Thank you. What the fuck is going on?
You know, it'd be a lot more heartwarming if you didn't drop some sleepy swimmers halfway through the shit.
I had a wet dream.
From the outside looking in, the concept of a subathon is still terrifying, especially as a grown adult on a website filled with children who will say they kin you, and then ask to wear your skin to ensure you have no slip-ups, no mishaps, no life-altering events happen to you. During this stream, I lost somebody very close to me. My best friend's father passed. Yep. That actually fucking happened. It is virtually impossible to prevent these things, but when they arise, it's up to the creator to decide how they want to navigate them. To some, it may seem gross to let people into your every waking moment, and also to watch you sleep, and to pay to watch you sleep more. Many of the viewers begin to pick up on habits of a creator that they wouldn't really be exposed to otherwise, if not watching them every second of every day. You sort of start to think, have we finally succumbed to the idea that the Truman Show would be kinda badass? In some ways, yeah. It makes for some moments that you can't really replicate in a 4 to 5 hour stream, and from a creative perspective, they make for some of the greatest memories of your streaming career. It also serves as a pretty healthy reminder that people will watch you do literally anything. On my subathon, I ate Applebee's, and then proceeded to shit my brains out because I ate Applebee's, and I somehow maintained a 90 viewer average. Why is that? Because it's a subathon! As far as breaking down parasocial relationships, I think subathons are going to be a case study years from now when we realize the true harms of social media and online entertainment. If you've watched me cry over real-life trauma, why not look up my mother's address and send her an edible arrangement? The lines become wildly blurry. But once again, it is up to the creators to draw these boundaries and sort of navigate these issues in their own communities. Just because you've watched my every move does not mean you know what my personal life is off this stream. So in summary, is a subathon a good way to make money? Yeah. Is it pretty fun to partake in one either as a creator or a viewer? Sometimes. Would a Victorian child keel over and melt into the earth that sits beneath them if I said a singular sentence from this video to them? Probably. But are subathons ethical? I guess you can watch one and be the judge of that. But where could we find a subathon?
Hey!
Ah, Jesus, man. Have you ever heard of knocking?
You are doing a subathon.
What? No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Starting on January 6th at 8 p.m. EST. JustChump will be doing a subathon on their Twitch channel.
But I don't have sub goals or a car to sleep in.
If they reach 1,000 subscribers, they will get a tattoo drawn by one of their friends.
Oh, shit. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. But what about the car?
It's right there.
What do you mean it's right there?
Streaming for too many hours. Damn, I gotta take a shower. Damn, I gotta take a shower. Damn, I gotta take a shower. The shit is slapping like the mountains. Check, full, I'm just steady chowing. Drivers get the buckets out. It's about to get wet like a